Prime Minister Narendra Modi says community service is the best way to offer tribute to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary. Mortal remains of former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley consigned to flames at Nigambodh Ghat in New Delhi with full state honour. Tripura gets its second passport seva Kendra at Dharmanagar in North District of Tripura. Seventh economic census launched in Imphal East District for gathering accurate data on economic activities of people. And PV Sindhu becomes the first Indian shuttler to win the title clash at BWF World Championship at Basel in Switzerland. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Ajanta Chaudhary. Now with the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today shared his thoughts with the people in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio. It was the third edition of the program after Prime Minister Modi assumed office during the second term. Prime Minister Modi said that community service is the best way to offer tributes to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary. In keeping with this objective, a nationwide Swachhata Hi Seva campaign will start for a plastic-free India on 11 September. Modi urged the countrymen to inherit qualities of self-sacrifice, spirit of service and welfare for the community which Mahatma Gandhi had. Modi emphasizes on the integral role that society and humanity had in Mahatma Gandhi's life and how he became the universal voice for human values and dignity. Prime Minister Narendra Modi pitched for India's freedom from single-use plastic in his 2019 Independence Day speech at Red Fort. While repeating his statement, he called on Indians to make an effort to rid their country of plastic waste and raised the possibility of strong first steps towards bidding adieu to single-use plastic by October 2 to mark 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi on a cleanliness note. Reacting over the call of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the Indians to visit Northeast for tourism purpose during his Mann Ki Baat program today, the people of Bongshor near Hualkusi in Kamrup district expressed their gratitude to the Prime Minister. The locals there said they are having the sense of pride after such a call made by the Prime Minister. They also appreciated the move of the Prime Minister to make India plastic-free. Praising Modi's enthusiasm that the Prime Minister has showed during the show with internationally acclaimed adventurer Bear Grylls on Channel Discovery, the locals said it has created a sense of responsibility among the citizens towards environment.
Hygiene is our culture. Being Indian, this is our culture. Hygiene is our culture. परिष्कार-परिच्छन्नता हमारा संस्कृति है. जो ये प्लास्टिक फ्री इंडिया की बात बोल रहे हैं, ये तो डेफिनेटली नया इंडिया की ओर ले जाएंगे. नॉर्थ ईस्ट के बारे में बोला है, ये तो टूरिज्म का हॉटस्पॉट है. ये तो हमारा गर्व की बात है, क्योंकि ये बेयर ग्रिल्स के साथ हमारा प्राइम मिनिस्टर जा रहे हैं और कैसे जा रहे हैं, युवा के साथ जा रहे हैं. ऐसे फील होता है कि हम लोग.
The mortal remains of senior BJP leader and former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley was cremated this afternoon at Nigambodh Ghat in New Delhi with full state honours. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and several other union ministers, number of chief ministers of different states, number of senior opposition leaders and party workers were present at the Nigambodh Ghat crematorium to bid farewell to the popular leader. Earlier, Jaitley's mortal remains were kept at the BJP headquarters for his admirers and followers to pay their last respects. BJP's working president JP Nadda, Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani and Yoga Guru Ramdev also paid homage to Arun Jaitley. Yesterday, Jaitley's body was kept at his residence where President Ramnath Kovind, BJP President Amit Shah, Interim Congress President Sonia Gandhi and several other leaders from across the political spectrum offered him floral tributes. Arun Jaitley passed away at AIIMS in New Delhi yesterday. The 66-year-old leader was undergoing treatment at the hospital where he was admitted on the 9th of this month.
इस वक्त जो आप निगमबोध घाट से दृश्य देख रहे हैं, हृदय विदारक दृश्य है ये. उनकी पार्थिव देह को.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on the way to France from Bahrain to attend G7 meeting in Biarritz. He will reach Biarritz tonight. The Prime Minister will have bilateral meetings on the sidelines of the summit, in which India has been invited as a partner country. The annual meet is being attended by the leaders of 7 member states: France, Italy, Canada, United States, Japan, Germany and the United Kingdom. US President Donald Trump, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson and German Chancellor Angela Merkel are in Biarritz to discuss various issues during the G7 meeting. Earlier in the day, the Prime Minister inaugurated the renovated monument temple of Srinathji in Bahrain.
जिसमें प्रधानमंत्री
In Tripura, the second Passport Seva Kendra has been set up at Dharmanagar in North District. The first Passport Seva Kendra earlier was set up at Agartala, the capital of the state. The second Seva Kendra has been launched at Dharmanagar Post Office. At the inaugural function of the Passport Seva Kendra, MP Rabati Tripura, Deputy Speaker of State Assembly Vishwabandhu Sen and several other government officials were present. The Seva Kendra has been set up at Dharmanagar jointly by the initiative of External Affairs Ministry and the Postal Department. Pinning hopes on the normal monsoons and a festive season for a turn around in the sectors hit by slowdown, State Bank of India Chairman Rajneesh Kumar said it will create a positive atmosphere in the economic sectors of the country. He said that the measures announced by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Friday are qualitative in nature and will address the irritants plaguing banking and taxation. Addressing a press conference in Guwahati on Saturday, he hopes in the wake of slowdown in some sectors, the Finance Minister announced 32 measures to boost the economy. He said that the framework announced were after a lot of consultations and feedback on the ground, and therefore he hoped that it would lead to enhanced flow of credit and in turn revival of demand.
Taking the deposits. The statistics and the SLBC figures show that in the lending market, private sector banks are not as active. So, in the loans market, public sector banks still continue to play a very dominant role. And on the basis of improvement in customer service, deployment of technology, and the patronage which public sector banks get from the state government, we are able to effectively meet the target.
The members of several civil societies today held a discussion in Guwahati about the probable situations which may crop up after the declaration of final NRC of Assam. Leaders of several organizations like Ahom Sahitya Sabha, Nanda Talukdar Foundation and others were present in the discussion. Number of prominent citizens from various fields also took part in the discussion.
ইতিমধ্যে কিছু লোকটো অলৰেডি ফৰেনাৰ্ছ ট্ৰিবিউনেলে ডিক্লেয়াৰ কৰি থৈছে ফৰেনাৰ্ছ বুলি বাকী তাৰ কিছুমানে কোৰ্টলৈ গৈছে কিন্তু এসময়ত এবিধ মানুহ ফৰেনাৰ বুলি ডিক্লেয়াৰ হ'বগৈ ফাইনেলি সেই মানুহখিনিক লৈ পলিচি কি হ'বগৈ যেহেতু ডিপৰ্টেশ্যন বহুত ক্ষেত্ৰত চৰকাৰে নিজেই অপশ্যন নহয় বুলি কৈ থৈ আহিছে সেইদিনাখন বাংলাদেশলৈ গৈ পেলাই পৰৰাষ্ট্ৰ মন্ত্ৰী জয়শংকৰে কৈ আহিছে স্পষ্টভাৱে আমাৰ ইণ্টাৰনেল মেটাৰ গতিকে ইণ্টাৰনেল মেটাৰ যেতিয়া কি পলিচি সেই পলিচিটো নাজানো কাৰণে আমাৰ কোনো সুবিধা হৈছে আৰু সেই পলিচিটো সোনকালেই চৰকাৰে নিশ্চয় ভাবি উলিয়াব আৰু সেই বিষয়ে আমাক জনালে
In Manipur, the 7th economic census at CSC Data Gen has been launched for Imphal East District at Soibam Laikai Angpali Road on Saturday. Inaugurating the program, the Deputy Commissioner of Imphal East, Rangita Bali Waikom, stressed the need for gathering accurate data about the economic activities of the people for effective planning and implementation of government schemes. The 7th economic census will be conducted in 2 phases in Manipur. The first phase, which was launched, covers 6 valley districts of Imphal East, Imphal West, Bishnupur, Thobal, Kakching and Jiribam. The second phase will be launched on September 9 in 10 hill districts: Senapati, Kangpokpi, Tamenglong, None, Churachandpur, Poherzwai, Chandel, Tengnopal, Ukhrul and Kamjong. The duration for the 7th economic census is 3 months. Awareness programs pertaining to Meghalaya Chief Minister's E-Champion Challenge kick-started on Friday at State Central Library in Shillong. The program witnessed the participation of staff members of Enterprise Facilitation Centers, EFCs, District Industry Centers, DICs and Common Service Centers, CSCs. Speaking at the program, Additional Deputy Commissioner of East Khasi Hills District, Iadisha Majau, stressed the need for youth to become employment generators and to make the most of the opportunity by Meghalaya government. The program was organized by Meghalaya Institute of Entrepreneurship in collaboration with Meghalaya Basin Development Authority and IIM CIP Calcutta. The orientation program will be held in all 11 districts of the state. Meghalaya's Southwest Khasi Hills District has been awarded the National Incentive Award for Poshan Abhiyan in the category of District Level Leadership and Convergence at Delhi on Friday. The award was received by the Deputy Commissioner of Southwest Khasi Hills District, Ishawanda Lalu, from the Women and Child Development Minister, Smriti Irani, at an award ceremony. It may be recalled that in the month of January this year, the district also emerged the winner on World Toilet Day under Swachh Bharat mission. Brazil has pressed 40,000 troops and military aircraft into action to fight massive Amazon forest fires. After international pressure to contain fires, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro authorized the use of the military to battle the huge blazes, saying he is committed to protecting the Amazon region. The armed forces will collaborate with public security and environmental protection agencies to douse the forest fires. The blazes have prompted an international outcry as well as demonstrations in Brazil against handling of the environmental crisis. In badminton, PV Sindhu today becomes the first ever Indian badminton player to win gold medal at the BWF World Championships at Basel in Switzerland. The 24-year-old Olympic silver medalist defeated Japan's world number 4, Nozomi Okuhara, with a scoreline of 21-7, 21-7. Sindhu has finished second in the previous 2 editions of the World Championship. Assam Cricket Association, ACA, to start its first edition of Assam Premier League cricket tournament in the line of much-viewed IPL in Guwahati in the month of February 2020. Debojit Hoika, the General Secretary of ACA, announced it today in a press conference held at Barsapara Stadium in the city. 6 teams would be flouted in this mega event, and the process to make it happen extravagantly has already started, Hoika added. He said although there is a BCCI's guideline to select players from the state only for the tournament, ACA would send a request to the apex body to allow selecting players from other northeast states too. Terming the decision first of its kind after forming the apex body of ACA, Hoika also highlighted the roadmap to develop the Assam cricket scenario. He informed that the State Association has also decided to hold an inter-school cricket tournament in the state for the first time under its banner. Most likely the school tournament to take place in the months of January and February next year, providing about 15,000 cricketers an important platform, Hoika mentioned. In cricket, India were 185 for 3 at stumps on the 3rd day of the opening test against West Indies at Antigua Saturday night. Skipper Virat Kohli on 51 and Ajinkya Rahane on 53 are on the crease. Earlier, in reply to India's 297 all-out, West Indies were bowled out for 222 in their first innings. India now lead the West Indies by 260 runs. In Assam, a state-level powerlifting championship has begun in Morigaon from today. The championship was inaugurated by Ramakanta Deori, local MLA. Several senior officials and sportspersons of the district were present in the inaugural session. Altogether, 200 players from 25 districts participated in the powerlifting championship. And now the weather report.
Satellite imagery of the northeast shows that rain or thundershower is likely to occur at isolated places of the region during the next 24 hours. The temperatures recorded today at some of the state capitals of the region are as follows. Guwahati recorded a maximum of 36.4 degrees Celsius, a minimum of 26 degrees Celsius. Itanagar 37.1 and 25.4. Kohima 32.4 and 19. Imphal 31 and 21.4. Aizawl 28 and 22. Agartala 36 and 25.7, Shillong 27.1 and 16.4, and Gangtok recorded a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius, a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius.
And before we wind up the bulletin, a recap of the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says community service is the best way to offer tribute to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary. Mortal remains of former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley consigned to flames at Nigam Bodh Ghat in New Delhi with full state honour. Tripura gets its second passport Seva Kendra at Dharmanagar in North District of Tripura. Seventh economic census launched in Imphal East District for gathering accurate data on economic activities of people. And PV Sindhu becomes the first Indian shuttler to win the title clash at BWF World Championship at Basel in Switzerland. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.